Good morning, Covidius Britannicus. It is very early in the morning at the moment. Too early, I think, to be looking at this man's photo. It's actually 7:56 on the morning of the 7th of June. If you look back in history, June the 6th, 1944, the Battle of Normandy, D-Day, would have been going on for approximately 1 day, slightly over 1 day now. Then we fought for a new normal, the normalisation of good, decent, loving, caring society. Then people all over Europe sought and fought to liberate Europe and the continent from the Nazis. We wake to a very different society now. We wake now to a society where we can put people like this man on television. This man can stand in front of national symbols, flags. Do you always notice that? He always stands in front of two flags, one on the right, one on the left. As he makes his hand gestures, he says the new normal is wood panels behind him, 2 Union Jacks flanking him, a stay at home this Easter in that case, on that one, strap line underneath him. You notice the world's turned into strap lines, McDonald's. I'm loving it. It may actually be possible that there's a McDonald's opening in Lowestoft today. Not that I'll necessarily go, but if there is a chance, and if it doesn't mean blocking the traffic and whatever, even I might consider it. So think strap lines, The government strap line is stay home this Easter. Obviously it's changed, But we must, as this from Byline Times says today, resist this exercise in what it calls hyper-normalisation. Absolutely. It's normal, Think how often the new normal has been quoted. Think how often that appears in all kinds of media, the new normal, Because everybody wants to be normal, look at when you get insults from people, and I get it as well. We all get them, don't we, sometimes? You're not normal, you. You're not normal. You're bloody mental, aren't you? Loony lefty. Loony lefty. Mental. Going out bloody protesting and all that lot. Leave that aside for a moment, okay? We have a situation that has developed here because those in charge, and I'll quote the Byline Times, will say this to us: we rule over you because we know better, and we are better. We will go on with what we want to get on with, looking after and extending the interests which are important to us. We will feed you palliative propaganda aimed at making you feel good about your lot. And what we do is inherently bad. Often we'll emphasise the need for resilience, hardship, which provides a false sense of meaning. We can do this because we know you will simply accept it. The whole exercise has a certain nihilistic quality to it. Suffering is baked in, but that means that you will believe you need us to rescue you. Suffering is baked in, isn't it? Suffering is baked in. Hardship, that no matter whatever the future may bring, we will endure to the end. Churchillian. Suffering. It's baked in, isn't it? It's baked into Boris. Suffering. And suffering purges the soul. And you are Britons, and you will suffer. And you will suffer many indignities, and you will suffer much through this virus, but you will suffer to the end. And through sheer strength of British character and those two Union Jacks behind. One night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster. The waving of those two Union Jacks will get us through. Unfortunately, a virus doesn't really mind how much you suffer or how much moral fortitude you've got, or what a jolly good chap you are, or what a wonderful Etonian you are. It doesn't really mind. That virus is going to spread again. Everywhere we see medics and healthcare professionals pleading, don't undo lockdown anymore. The second wave is coming. In papers like The Guardian, we have articles where they are saying, let's use what time we have got to further train staff in dealing with this. People pleading that although track and trace is all supposed to be working, but it won't be up and running really till September, people pleading, don't do it. Don't do it. Wave 2 is just around the corner. Of course it's just around the corner. It's always been just around the corner, but the government, through your sense of loyalty, your sense of patriotism, your sense of, dare I use the term, British exceptionalism. There you go. And another one I get from Byline Times for you. I'll read this in its entirety because I think it's quite good. I think it just says a lot about that phrase I just used, English exceptionalism. That's always what the Tories are preaching, isn't it? Not actually doing anything, not locking down soon enough, not keeping lockdown in place, not actually doing anything, not actually funding that PPE, not getting it into care homes, not protecting care homes and stuff like that. But the residents in a care home can watch One Night in Bangkok with his flag on either side, and they can think, you know, good patriotic man. Yes, good patriotic man. We trust him. A true Brit. A true Brit. Yeah? So this is all about British or English exceptionalism. The problem, quoting from Byline Times again, the problem is not just a case of English exceptionalism, an act of mere attention-seeking or exercise in rebellion. It is an exceptionalism of an elite which claims it is anti-elite, an exceptionalism of an elite which claims it's anti-elite. It's a reflection of an imperialist belief system rooted in our institutions and culture, which has found a renaissance in Brexit Britain, a place where imagined myths of the past flourish, and indeed they do, yeah, and divisive structural distinctions based on class and, importantly, race remain entrenched, in which an Eton and Oxford educated former journalist, we all know who this means, who was sacked as a reporter for making up lies and has referenced minorities as letterboxes and pickaninnies, nevertheless exudes an air of pomp and privilege and confidence and entitlement in the eyes of the many. It makes it fit to rule. Look at that, yeah? That's why all this is happening. It links it in, and why it's all being dealt with so badly, and why the government won't report actual death tolls to us, and all the lies that they tell us, yeah? And how that exceptionalism means that dear old Dom, yeah, will be protected, yeah? How that exceptionalism will mean that, anything is possible for us. We're the government. We tell you what to do. We're in charge. It's okay. How that exceptionalism made us accept government complacency about COVID in the very beginning. That very exceptionalism made people trust them and think the government must be doing what's best for me, and believe the government care for me, and believe the government care whether I live or die, and believe the government care whether I've got a job after all this or not. They don't care. They don't care. Personally, I think you got to watch it at mass gatherings. Yeah, sure, we could make sure that we all wear masks. We could make absolutely certain that we do not really pack together so closely. Yeah, perhaps what we have to think about is the nature of the protests that we're doing. I think it is absolutely vital that we got on the streets to say about George Floyd. Absolutely. I think it's absolutely vital, because that is a turning point in history and we have to be there. Yeah? But wear the masks. Stay away from each other. Don't all pack in. Make it in a really big space. Yeah, really, really, really big space. Don't pack next to each other, okay? And only be there as long as you need to be there. Yeah, then get off back home. Don't start gathering. Yeah. Okay, well that's it for this morning. It's getting on for about nearly 8 minutes past 8 now. And going to look forward to doing another supplies run today. Hope you lot are safe. Didn't put one on yesterday, simply just didn't get round to it. Yeah. But stay safe, stay together, stay locked down. Realise, of course, that your government lie to you. Don't trust them. Well done if you're still keeping your kids off school. My full support with that one. Very well done to all of you. We can beat this. We can stay together. We can become a nation of decent people, honest people, reasonable people, people who don't buy into all the hate anymore. Yeah? Don't hate. Even those who hurt you. Don't necessarily, praise them. Yeah, of course not. But try not to hate them. Hate's harmful to you, and it's harmful to everybody. But more than anything, hate is harmful to you. It's a corrosive mixture that hurts you. Seek peace in all its respects. God bless. Take care. Bye.